See these PYQs in front of you. Guys, if you read minutely all these questions, you will come to the conclusion that all these PYQs are on the same topic, which is constitutional amendment. Guys, why this is important? Guys, if you see that first two questions is on constitutional amendment bill, next this question is on constitution amendment and the Supreme Court. These questions are on specific constitutional amendment, 42nd amendment, 44th amendment, and the other amendments. Guys, not only in polity, you will see in other subjects also, there are some topics which are getting repeated in every year prelims examination. You can see here Buddhist stupa, Buddhist stupa, Buddhist stupa, then Buddhism, again Buddhism. So, guys, what I have observed while analyzing the UPSC PYQs, that there are some topics, there are some themes which are getting repeated every year. For example, if you see in polity, you get 12 to 15 questions, and you see in the entire polity, you have around 80 to 90 chapters in the M. Lakshmikant book. So obviously all 80 to 90 chapters are not important, because there are some chapters from where questions are coming every year. So you need to focus on these chapters. Guys, everything in syllabus is not equally important. Most of the aspirants, they make the mistake that whatever subject they read, whatever book they read, whatever chapter they read, they try to read each and everything, and that is why they are not able to focus on those themes, they are not able to focus on those topics, they are not able to focus on those dimensions which get repeated in the UPSC prelims examination. Guys, remember that UPSC syllabus is very huge, and if you try to read everything, if you try to read everything, I can tell you, you will never be able to crack prelims examination, because you will never feel confident. Guys, in my experience of cracking prelims examination 6 out of 6 times, I can tell you selection in prelims is all about confidence. Guys, most of the aspirants who do not know what to read and what to skip, they try to read everything, and if you try to read everything, your confidence level will go down, because the syllabus is so huge that you will never be able to gain expertise in the entire syllabus. So what is the smart way of cracking prelims examination, which has helped me crack 6 out of 6 prelims, you can see, with very high scores? Guys, I have scored more than 30 marks than the cutoff, not once but multiple times. The proof is in front of you. Guys, I was able to do this because I knew through PYQ analysis that which are the subjects, which are the chapters, which are the themes within that chapter, which are the dimensions within that theme which are important. I focused on those chapters, those themes, those dimensions. So first of all, what you have to do is that through PYQ analysis, you have to identify which subject are highly rewarding. Once you identify the subject, then you have to identify which chapters are highly rewarding. Then once you identify the chapters, which topics are highly rewarding, and then which are the subtopics within that topic which get repeated most of the times. Guys, in today's video, I am going to show you with proof how to prepare in a manner that you can easily crack the prelims examination, and I'm going to demonstrate with one example, live example. I'm going to make a prediction for UPSC prelims examination 2027. So if you're preparing for 2027, if you want one predicted questions which have high probability to come in next year prelims examination, please do stay till the end of this video. Also guys, this is my Telegram channel. If you want to connect with me, do join this Telegram channel. Every day on this Telegram channel, I'm conducting PYQ quiz, where I'm collecting important PYQs of last 25 to 30 years, not only from civil services prelims examination, but also CDS, CAPF, geoscientist, and I am giving you in a quiz format. Okay, so guys, you can see here I have made a 3-step formula to master the prelims syllabus. Okay, so what we have to do first, what we have to do is that through PYQ analysis, we have to identify repeated macro themes. Guys, in every subject there are some themes from where questions come every year. For example, as I told you that there are more than 80 chapters in Lakshmikant book. But if you analyze the PYQs of last 15-20 years of UPSC prelims examination, and if you analyze the polity section, you will see that every year around 15 questions are coming from polity. 12 to 15 questions are coming from polity. And guys, these 12 to 15 questions, you can see every year you will find at least two questions on parliament, at least two questions from fundamental right, DPSP, and fundamental duty. Again, you will find at least one question from executive. Then you will find at least one question from judiciary. Like this, there are some themes, there are some chapters from where definitely questions are going to come. So first of all, we have to identify those themes which are macro themes. Like parliament is a macro theme in polity. Under parliament, you then get to know what are the micro themes under the parliament. Okay, so once you identify the macro themes, then you have to identify the micro analysis of the macro theme. For example, in parliament, okay, what are the sub topics which they are asking? For example, they're asking about money bill. Money bill, every year there's a question on money bill. They're asking on budget. Okay, they're asking on Rajya Sabha Lok Sabha comparison. They're asking on speaker. I'm giving you just okay few topics. Okay, I'm giving you only few topics. Like this, I have done the macro analysis theme wise for every subject, and on that topic, I have done the micro analysis also of all the topics. And in my prelims mentorship batch, every day in target format, I'm giving this. So kindly, if you want this macro themes and micro themes, do connect with me. This is the number of my team. My team is going to help you. Okay, after you do the micro analysis, then what you have to do is that while reading newspapers or current affairs, whatever current affairs initiative you are following, daily from the newspapers, you have to link current affairs to this micro themes. Okay, because guys, out of all the micro themes, suppose in parliament you have so many micro themes. You can see one more micro theme is committee. Okay, so there are so many micro themes. So which micro theme is important for this year? How do you get to know? Because suppose there is a parliament macro theme. Under the parliament macro theme, if you see micro topics, around 10 to 15 micro topics you will get. Out of this 10 to 15 micro topics, which micro topic is important for 2027 prelims examination? How do you get that? By linking to the current affairs. For example, recently you know that one of the bills have been sent to JPC, okay, Joint Parliamentary Committee. So committee is one of the themes which is very popular in the prelims examination. So you have to focus on JPC. What is JPC? Okay, so like this guys, if you see, okay, you have to first identify which subjects are highly rewarding, then within that subject which are the macro themes which are highly rewarding. Once you identify one macro theme, then you have to do micro analysis, 360-degree analysis of that macro theme to get the subtopics of that macro themes, and then you have to link to the current affairs. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you with proof how I'm going to predict one question for upcoming prelims examination. See this macro theme in polity. Guys, one of the macro themes in polity is fundamental right. I have told you every year there is one question on fundamental right, DPSP and fundamental duty. You can see under this theme of fundamental right, what kind of micro topics they're asking. You see, most of the micro topics you can see are similar in nature. This question is on just directly they're asking right to marry a person of one's choice, which article? Here they are giving you right to privacy, which article? Again, right to privacy, which article? Again, you can see right to privacy and this, which article? Okay, so this is one subtopic. This one subtopic. What is that subtopic? The subtopic is they'll give you a fundamental right and they'll ask you which article is this. Okay, or they will give you what is the nature of right. Is it a fundamental right? Is it a constitutional right? What is the difference between fundamental right and constitutional right? For example, right to property has been asked multiple times. Is it a fundamental right? Is it a okay constitutional right? Or they can talk you about a simple okay human right, they can ask you, or legal right they can ask you. Okay, so once we have identified the theme, which is fundamental right, and then I have identified the micro topics of the fundamental right, this easily anyone can tell you that from this, anyone can tell you that in fundamental right, they'll focus more on the articles. Now, what you have to do is that when you read the newspaper, so this is an article which came in yesterday's newspaper, you can see the constitutional limits on arrest, and this article is on article 22 and article 21, which are the safeguards provided for persons who are getting arrested. Okay, so if you see, using this article which is current affairs, using current affairs, linking current affairs with macro themes, and then in within the macro theme, which is this fundamental right article, this article will come under which macro theme? It is the fundamental right. And under the fundamental right, it is which micro topic? Which micro topic? It is the, okay, it is the what? Constitution article. Constitution article. And in this case, the article is what? Article 22. Article 22. So this is how I make this question for next year. So this is the probable question for 2027 prelims examination. You can see constitutional provision that guarantees the right of an arrested person to consult and defended by a legal practitioner of his choice is contained in which article? So the answer is article 22. So like this, guys, you see, we have to, okay, we have to first identify while reading the newspaper which are the important topics. Then what you have to do, we have to decide that this topic comes under which theme, under that theme which are the micro topics to which it relates, and then we have to predict question, what kind of questions we can expect on the topic in the prelims examination. Guys, since I have a very vast experience of cracking prelims 6 out of 6 times, and in the last 6-7 years I have mentored lot many students every year, some of the questions which I'm making predictions are coming in the exam. I'll be attaching a proof of that at the end of the video. Please do watch it. So for 2027 also, I'm giving you daily 10 questions. These 10 questions, I'm basically linking the current affairs with the PYQs, and then I'm framing top 10 questions every day. Guys, if you practice these top 10 questions throughout the year, I can tell you the confidence you will gain is immense. It cannot be compared to anything. Guys, UPSC prelims cannot be cracked only by studying more. Let me tell you frankly. You have to develop the mindset. You have to develop the ability to identify what is important and what is not important. And because maybe you are in your first attempt or second attempt, or you have not been able to really understand the need of the exam, and you are struggling in the prelims stage, so I can tell you guys, I can easily help you to crack prelims examination next year, provided you start your practice from now. One of the biggest mistake most of the aspirants do is that they wait till the end. They wait till January, February to start their serious prelims preparation, to start their serious mock practice, and that is the reason they fail in the prelims examination. Guys, I would like to tell you that daily I am doing 1 hour PYQ analysis, and through that PYQ analysis I am selecting important topics which have been repeated in the PYQs from the current affairs, and then only I am framing questions. Since you do not have the time to do such kind of detailed analysis of UPSC questions or civil services questions, CDS questions, NDA questions, CAPF question, I have done that analysis, and that is why I am able to predict many questions. So every day 10 questions I will be predicting. Start practicing these questions. And also guys, there will be a hype button in this video. Do hype the video and share this video with all your friends who are going for prelims examination 2027, and do watch my prediction which came true in 2026, which I'm attaching now.
You can see in front of you many questions which I gave in Lakshya 2026 test series have come in the prelims examination. Also guys, I gave some flashcards for quick revision before the exam. These flashcards were only on the expected topic. A lot of questions have come from the flashcards also. Like this, in 2027 Lakshya also, I'll be giving you predicted questions and flashcards for quick revision.